Hi everyone, my name is Gadda Salhab. I'm a PhD student in forensic psychology at the University of Portsmouth. And over the next 5 minutes, I will try to present to you the PhD topic that I will be working on in the next 3 years. So the project is titled An Evidence-Based Approach to Promoting Honesty in Child Witnesses. And it's supervised by Dr. Lucy Akers at the University of Portsmouth, as well as Dr. Hannah Cassidy and Dr. Victoria Talwar. It's funded by the ESRC based here in the UK. So it's important for us to investigate the strategies that promote honesty in child witnesses, because research has shown that children can lie, even when they know that it's morally wrong to do so, and that adults are average lie detectors. So this can lead to important legal implications, such as erroneously believing a child's false confessions. When interviewing children here in the UK, investigative interviewers use the guidelines of the Ministry of Justice, and these are the Achieving Best Evidence in Criminal Proceedings guidelines. And these guidelines recommend that investigative interviewers use truth-lies discussions to promote honesty in child witnesses. So basically what the strategy is that during the report phase, investigative interviewers present a little case to the child, and then they ask them questions about whether or not they think that the protagonist of the story lied or told the truth. And the rationale behind that is that children who answer correctly have a better understanding of truths and lies. And so presumably they will answer honestly throughout the interview. But we know very little about how the strategy is used here in the UK, so how often it is used or if it's helpful at all. And so this is what we'll be looking at in the first study with a sample of UK police officers. So mainly we'll be looking at their experiences using truth and lies discussions in promoting honesty in children. Spoiler alert, research has shown that this strategy is not effective in promoting honesty in child witnesses. So for instance, in Canada, the strategy was abolished, but we still have very limited evidence or research about its use here in the UK. So this is what we will do in the second study in a more controlled lab-based setting with a sample of children. So far, this is what we have brainstormed over the last month, but we're kind of hoping for the next studies to follow organically from these first two studies, but we propose to divide the overall project into 3 phases. The first one is, as I mentioned previously, or the first one will consist of the first study. And this is where we'll be looking at the perceptions and the experiences of investigative interviewers here in the UK, mainly in relation to truth-lie discussions, because that's the recommended strategy. But another important goal for this strategy is to explore what strategies professionals think might be more effective or more interesting to look at, because it's those recommendations that we will use to conduct the studies in our second phase. So the second phase will consist of the lab-based experiments, where we will look at the different strategies that promote honesty in children. So first of all, we will look at the truth-lie discussions, but we will also look at other strategies. So for example, Victoria's lab in Canada extensively looked at promising to tell the truth and its effect at promoting honesty. And they found that children who were asked to promise to tell the truth before their interview significantly lied less throughout the interview compared to children who used other strategies. So this is what we will be looking at, but we will also look at other strategies that haven't yet been investigated in the field, such as potentially the effect of social modeling on promoting honesty in children. So overall, our aim of this phase is to add research evidence to recommendations of what does, but also does not work at promoting honesty with child witnesses. Finally, the third phase will consist of the last study of the project. And in this phase, we will look at, or we will present the different strategies that we studied in the second phase to a sample of mock jurors in order to evaluate how they perceive a child will perform, or the child's credibility based on their performance. So basically, we want to make sure that the strategies that were shown to promote honesty are given the highest importance in court, because that's where we will link back the research to the practice in the field. Here's my email once again if you would like to reach out and discuss this further. Thank you.